Well, how you doing, YouTube? Good to see you once again. I've been very busy the last few months. I've been in China with my wife and my little kid, and now I'm back home. I'll be heading back in January. I've been doing a couple of other things as well. Mostly, I have been doing a stand-up comedy course, and I'm in the middle of doing that right now. But over the last few weeks, there's been an awful lot of interesting things that have been going on. Specifically the one with the BBC, stating that it came from BBC Verify, of all things. Oh, what did they verify? Well, they verified that they were actually lying. Yes, that speech that Trump made, all lies. What they've done with that is they've spliced two different speeches together. Actually, no, they spliced the same speech together, just at the beginning and the end of the speech. And the things that he said were roughly about an hour apart. And they were saying that politicians lie. Well, look, yes, politicians do lie. It is their job, all right? If they don't lie, they're not doing their job. It took me until I was about maybe the age of 18 to realise that politicians were lying. And I know I'm a late bloomer on this, but I've got a good reason for saying that. When I was 18, the Iraq War kicked off in March of 2003. I had turned 18 in February of that year. And although the actual combat side of it was only a handful of months, I think it was maybe a month, 2 months, something like that, there was one particular person on the Iraqi side of things called, and I have to get this right, Ali Hassan al-Majid. Now, you, me, my generation, your generation knows him better as Chemical Ali, or as we came to know him, Comical Ali. The reason we called him that was because he was lying about what the Iraqis were capable of doing, but the main reason that we called, and all of his stuff was being called out, and we all knew it was just lies, but the main reason that we call him Comical Ali is one of the last things that he says on camera is, the Americans are not in Baghdad. And as he says this, I'm not making this up, you can take a look online, as he says this, a big American tank rolls up in the background behind him. And they're only about 50 meters away. So I remembered that, and I thought, hang on a minute, if politicians can lie about what's going on in war, what else are they lying about? It turns out that they've been lying, or at least the government's mouthpiece, BBC, has been lying for years and years and years, and it's taken me the best part of 40 years to notice, and I'm now 40. So what does this mean? Well, it means now that the BBC's reputation is effectively in tatters. This is a good reason. Now that this has come out with the speech of Donald Trump, this is actually a good reason to, one, get rid of the licence fee that no one really wants, and it's going up to 180 odd quid this year. Why? We don't want it because they say, oh, it's good quality programming. No, it isn't. The quality programming went years and years and years ago. It is now this DEI drivel that is getting shoved down our throats. And then we've got the BBC. You asked me, this is a good opportunity to scrap, never mind the licence fee, but the BBC itself. Let's replace it with something else that actually bothers to tell the truth. Of course, getting people to tell the truth won't ever happen because, well, it'll never happen because governments and their agency mouthpieces want to lie. This is what really irritates me. The fact that we want the truth, and every single time we're lied to. Just tell us the damn truth. We were always taught as kids, telling the truth, you won't get in trouble. And you don't. You can't get in trouble if you've told the truth. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, it was me. Okay, you might get bollocked slightly, but at least you've told the truth. It can be dealt with. It's if you end up lying about it later on, and later on they find out, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, you told us a lie about this, we have to punish you now. This, for me, is going to be the absolute clincher. The BBC's reputation is now so heavily tarnished, it may as well just stop broadcasting. If it doesn't stop broadcasting, people are going to outright not pay the licence fee. Why should we pay for a service that isn't really doing us any favours? It's not helping us out. It's not entertaining us the way it used to. 30 years ago, it was doing a cracking job. 20 years ago, it was doing an okay job. 10 years ago, no. It started to really sort of drop at that point. 5 years ago, it's just become DEI drivel nonsense now. And it is far too heavily on the left of politics that if you're Labour, you can't do any wrong. If you're Greens, you can't do anything wrong. If you are SNP, you can't do anything wrong. If you are Liberal Democrat, you can't do anything wrong. If you are Conservative, you are hung out to dry. And if you are Reform, oh, they absolutely despise you. I say, never mind scrap the licence fee, scrap the BBC. That's my take on things. What do you say? If you agree with what I'm saying, then brilliant. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you only partially agree, then again, brilliant. Let me know where you disagree, because that's what the comment section is there for. It's there as a discussion point. Tell me if you agree with me, or if you don't agree with me, either partially disagree or completely disagree, whatever. I guarantee you I will listen to you. I will take time out of my day to listen to what you've got to say, and I will respond in a very respectful manner. I really will. Anyway, give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. Helps my algorithm, helps my channel. Thank you very much.